There you go. I was trying to fix my camera, but there you go. That looks better. Okay. So I was about to record again. This is, hold on, let me back up a bit. This is Peaks of Yore if you haven't played the game. But this is the tallest mountain in the game, Solid Tempest, and it is difficult. I've tried it for quite a while to reach top, and I have yet to do it. So, don't mind this stuff on the side, it doesn't really matter, the time and whatnot. This isn't a time trial anyway. There's no time to beat. Even if you have done it before, the only time to beat is the time you make. So, there's no point into really caring. Basically, I saw this game originally from Astral Spiff, and I really thought it was interesting, and then I played it myself, and quite enjoyed it. But I have yet to beat this mountain. I've beaten all the other ones. You cannot get to this point in the game without having done that. But this one, I think the highest I've gotten is like 5,000 feet. I think it's 8,000 is the full height. I have pretty much all the upgrades you can get, except I believe the gold type. I have the normal one. Normally I put a rope there. That was kind of like a bold move by me. Did not put ropes down. Basically, I figured I should stream it because I don't. Usually, what happens is I play for a little bit, get decently high, and then fall. And then I usually get off after that point. But here I will put a rope because I need. That jump is kind of difficult to do, and if you fail it, you could fall pretty far. I mean, not super far, but it's definitely one that I want to avoid. The best places for ropes are where you can, like, if you fall, you can get on them to get higher. Like, but you can reach it at its lowest point, and then tie it to yourself, so you can easily get back up to where you were. But yeah, that was, I didn't commit. I was gonna like, oh, I'm gonna go to that top one, but I didn't commit. Alright, I'll do it. Oh. Cool. That, so there's these darker colored icicles that if you hit them too much, they break. And you will fall. And it will fall, and you can never use it again. Well, you can use it again, just not in that session. You'd have to restart the level. I think, oh, yeah, let me, do something here. So you can, like, get yourself into the wall here to restore your grip. If you're, sorry, I got my throat, something in my throat. Basically, if you can like latch onto the wall to reset your grip. You only have so much grip with the pickaxes. Can I reach it? Yeah. I feel like, so they added these, I think, after the fact. Because people were like, how did this guy get up here if there's no way other than the swing on their bodies? So they added handholds so you could not use them if you want. And I feel like sometimes they're easier. Like that one's easier than dropping down the land to grab Richard. Which all the hanging people are named Richard. I don't know why. That's what the game calls them. But in that one, it's easier just to climb normally and to drop down and then try to swing. At least in my opinion. This is all stuff I've done a bunch of times. So there'll be later parts that I haven't gotten to yet that I'm gonna really struggle because I'm basically going into it not blind, but not really with a good frame of reference. Oh. There we go. Sometimes those thinner icicles are way more helpful than the normal route, or the route without them. The one where I'm like, sometimes you almost need them. But here's one that you don't need. Because, I mean, you can just swing up over there. This one is just get a better angle, I'd say. Basically, when you see me double click there to throw my pickaxes forward, it's just momentum. Oh, okay, that was not exactly how I would like it. So there is two ways of doing this. Is like you swing from here and you grab onto the ice. You can also just jump up here, which is, this is definitely not intended, which is why I have a rope, because it's kind of iffy. And then jump from here. Okay. So that part is tricky, especially because I'm using, I don't know if it's an exploit. Basically, you just hit control and jump at the same time. And if I think if your feet are against something, like this, because you can like press control to jump off, then space to jump normally, right? And doing both makes you go really far. I think you can combine it with momentum to go even further. I haven't really mastered that art yet. Uh-oh. Okay. Today I tried to do a control jump and I didn't have my feet against anything, so I didn't jump. Okay, I'm gonna put another rope down, because this is another jump that I'm basically skipping over stuff, because you meant to... I don't know what you meant to do. I guess, like, climb up from somewhere over there, but I just do that. It's kind of tricky. I think the rope will... Oh, is that... Okay, yeah. I think the rope will stop me from this jump, yeah. So, I was still able to catch it, but I nearly fell. Maybe to reset my grip. Great. I guess maybe I didn't need to reset my grip. Okay, I see. I was like, where did you go? But I see. I see the path. Oh, oof, that was close. So you can see, like, you can't always use the really far jump because there I was completely hanging and I wasn't against anything. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this is another one where I'm like, I don't like that jump. So basically you have to go around this rock. Yeah. So that's another use of the ropes, is swinging yourself in ways that would be difficult otherwise. Oh, I can't make that jump. My rope stopped me from being able to go further. Some of these jumps are really tricky. No, no. Okay. That was close. That was all. Yeah. That one was weird. Why do you need to come up here? Maybe it's so you can get a better angle on this jump, but I feel like it's hard to see what you're doing from up there. Get rid of that big snow pile. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was definitely risky. Yeah, okay. My desk has this like weird bit at the front where it juts out. It hurts my hand if I'm holding my mouse for long periods of time. Oof, I did not know that was it. Oh, this is more this way, I guess. but my feet hit him before I could grab it. And I was like, I'm gonna fall. If I fell here, there's nothing to land on. So I'm pretty sure I would have to restart if I fell here. That one's tricky to make. That one's not so bad. That's at that very edge of it. I nearly fell. So if you don't know what I'm doing when it has that little circle when I'm grabbing something, there's certain things that you lose grip on if you hold on too long, and you can use chalk by pressing V to have a permanent grip on it. The only problem with that is in early game you have a limited amount of chalk, but late game you get an upgrade where you have unlimited. I forget what the other thing is that you have unlimited ones of. Okay. So I want to go from here to over there without ice school. Am I still tied in? Yeah. I'm at the point where I think I have gone higher than this, but this is definitely the part that I'm less confident in. I've been here before. And what I did before when I got to this point is literally what I'm doing now. Is I'm like daisy chaining my ropes. Because if you get hit by one of these boulders, you'll fall. And like you can see the bottom. That's pretty far. I'm at almost 2,000 meters. I think I said 5,000. See, like that. Yeah, I'm holding on and I fall. So if I did not have a rope, I would have fallen almost all the way down, probably. If not all the way down. feel like this is not how the developers intended you to do this part, but it works. It's a little risky, because if you pull off the part of the rope that you're attached to, and then you get hit, you'll fall, obviously. But just gotta be careful. And the reason I grabbed the ropes that I set down, is because I only had 40, or something like that. I have 34 left, so if I can avoid using a bunch of ropes, I will. One time I was pulling up on a rope and I actually hit T instead of Q. And T is the button to let go of the rope. And then I fell. And I was not happy about it. I wasn't that far up, it wasn't a huge deal. But I was far enough up that I was like, really? Eventually the rocks do stop appearing, so they basically won't spawn on top of you. But I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think it's around here where they stop appearing. This is where they've been spawning. I think at this point I can probably just pull up the rope. This I've done once, I think. But I've gotten this far. I think it was around there when I fell. Because there's a point up there that's really annoying to do. I'm like, I don't even know how they intend for you to be able to do this. That's how annoying it is. What I'm gonna say, I'll show you. I have to just make that jump. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, that was not what I intended. And that wasn't even the jump that I was struggling with. It was just, that's just a tricky jump. I like get on top of this. I can't. Okay. That's fine. Not the end of the world. The thing about this part is it's also this rock wall or ice wall is so long that if you fall, you're around here that you're likely to be able to get back on that. There are points where like if you fall, there's nothing to save you and you have to start it all over again. Like if I fell down there, yeah, I'd fall to my death and lose. I'd have to restart. Here, I can be a little bit like move back towards this wall. And if I fall up there, then I get back here. Oh my fucking goodness. My jumps. Okay. This one I can get on top of. Okay. Just gonna jump normally. I'm gonna put a rope down here, but I would come back to it. Because the problem is this jump right here. Not this one. Oh, I failed that one. This one is also a tricky jump because you're jumping at an angle. Going from this rock up to that one, you'd think it wouldn't be a problem, but see my feet aren't on anything. Like I can't get very high. So I'm gonna put that down. What is the length of this go to? Yeah, I don't know if I'll retrieve that one, because I'm gonna have, if I do, I won't have this rope to fall back on. I guess if I do this, nope. That's why this jump, I've only done it once. It's like I don't want to do that ever again, because it's very tricky. Because also when you get up there, you have to switch to these very quickly. So, I think that is how you're intended to do it. Get momentum and then... Oh, so close. If I don't get up on the rock... Oh no, I can't do the normal jump. I can only kick off when I'm not touching something. So, what if I go over here? Okay, well that's something. I think my best bet is to do this like spin move. But it's so finicky, it's so inconsistent, I feel like. Like, I don't know what they want me to do here. Okay, cool. I made it. Can I put one here? Can I? Not really, because it's kind of a stretch. I'd have to fall back on this one. Oh well. Yeah, it's still connected. I was like trying to see how much is over there I could do without letting go of the rope. Maybe it was 3,000 I was at, not 5,000. I'm gonna use up a lot of ropes here just because I think this is around where I fell the first time. The last time I was here, I mean. Which was the first time? First time I got this far, I mean. Yeah, the super jump is almost too powerful there. They didn't even let me use it. I don't trust these icicles. I feel like I'm gonna fall if I break them. Yeah. But they're so small in this point, so. Oh, okay. I thought I hadn't gotten into it, so I let go of click and then fell. Luckily, I was still roped in. I hate how... Oh, fuck this shit. I hate how sensitive your character is. If you fall, like, barely any distance, it'll count as a large fall, and you'll just get knocked out and have to fall even further. Like, I could have recovered from there without having to fall as that far. But no. I wonder. I was wondering if I could stand on that if I had fallen, but... This is gonna be risky. If I try to get onto this rope, I have to let go of what I'm on now. And while falling in the air, hit E on that. And I don't know if I can do that. I'm going for it, I guess. Okay. That's still easier to do. It's scarier to do, but easier to do than jumping from there to there. Still wondering if I can jump from here to there. That's a pretty large jump. I'm still tied in, and if I can make it there... No, it's gonna do that. I'm not gonna have the range. So if I wanted to try to make that jump, I would have to let go of the rope. That's a Dark Knight Rising jump. Basically, there's points in this game where you have to let go of the rope in order to make a jump. That's not, entirely true here, because I don't have to jump from here to there. It would be so sick, because then I wouldn't have to do all that shit over there, but I don't think it's really plausible. Feasible? That's what I was looking for. For frame of reference on how far up I am almost 23, 2.3 kilometers up in the air. I don't know how much that is in American, but oof, that's close one. Not that it mattered, I was still roped in, but still. Nope. I was like, maybe I could make that. And that is not a hard jump, but it's right over that pitfall, so. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I could do without some of these ropes. Especially since these are useless ropes for getting back up. Need to reset my grips anyway. This is, well, not exactly a Dark Knight Rises jump, but a jump where I was at the end of the rope and couldn't go further. Because I could have tied another rope, but... Is that another Richard? But here's where you wanna... Hold on, go ahead. Because those things to get over to where you're trying to go are quite small. Though I think they should be called Chad, not Richard. Because you could use the pun hanging Chad, which is something in grammar. Right? So, I feel like they should have called it that. That would have been way funnier than Richard. But whatever. That was so close. I almost fell there. Yep. These aren't even hard jumps. What am I doing? So that's towards the end of the rope, I think. So maybe that's just... I just got snagged. I didn't realize. Yeah, well, that's the end of the rope. Thank goodness if you're tied down, if you hit something like that, you don't just go flying. This is the end of the rope. But I am going to put another rope down. thought it was tied in. Damn it. I let it do, but it's fine. Yeah, I have to try to do it this way because this is way more consistent. Basically, I just drop down and spam E to grab onto it. I'll be back after P. Okay, I'm back. I am curious though, is if I have something here, if it's easier to get to. I guess it wouldn't be, because the thing about it here is if I let it go, then it's gonna be out here. It's not gonna dangle down perfectly. So. Yeah, so I don't need that other rope that I just took off. This one I think I still want, because it's still pretty difficult to make this jump. No. Yeah, so I think that other one is not really helpful. Because you want to... Basically... Hey, Tacos! Doing homework, but hello? Lurk? Alright, well, I appreciate the lurk. Hope homework goes well. I'm just trying to climb this mountain. Oof. Yeah, I need a... Yeah, I think I still need a rope. I haven't... This part of the mountain, I just haven't done enough. Oh, well, I'm hanging. Shout out Tacos. Very fun streamer. Very chill like me. I was playing Slay the Spire. Yes, okay. I wasn't sure if they went to something else during that stream after I left, because sometimes Tacos does different games in one stream. Also doing Elden Ring lately, I believe. Okay. Oh, jeez. I did not think I would go that far. I didn't even super jump. I just did a normal swing jump. No. You know what? I feel like this game is too quiet. I need some music. I'm gonna do my video game playlist, which is... I try to get as much OST music as I could in this playlist. Some of them might be a remix. So, like this I think is a remix. But I saw a lot of people like criticizing YouTubers and streamers for using the same music. Which they use video game music, like, because video game music is less likely to get copyright struck. I'm just gonna turn this down just a tad. Video game music is less likely to get copyright struck. That's why they do it. Oh no, that's not one. Anyway. I don't know what the train of thought was. No. They need to let go of the rope. That's as far as I can take it. Because the reason I keep falling is I keep hitting the edge of where my rope can take me. This is a song that was criticized for being in a lot of stuff. But it's such a banger. Like, how can you not like this song? Yeah, because, you know, there's a lot of criticism in video game music. The music that people choose using all of the same music. This playlist, I was like, I'm gonna put in some of those songs, like this one, because it's just so good. Oh my goodness. But then there's also a lot of songs from games that I personally have played and enjoy. Like, there's a lot of, not a lot of Kingdom Hearts, but there's some Kingdom Hearts music. Some Crash Bandicoot music. There's another one that people hear a lot, and people are like, oh, people play this music. They don't even like the game it's from. It's like the Windmill Days soundtrack from... I don't know what, I got locked in. It's from Sonic Unleashed, which is not particularly loved, but I enjoyed it when I played it as a kid. I haven't played it since I was a kid, so I never got it on anything other than PS2. Apparently there are, like, regional differences. I was talking to my sister about this once. There's, like, not regional differences, like, differences between the games in the different, console differences. But you see a lot in early games. the games of in that time period. I don't know why. And it won't even be like things are missing in some consoles from what's like limited on the hardware. Like it just is completely different for no reason. There's a game mode for Lego Batman 2 or maybe Lego Batman 1 for the DS that's not in any other version of the game, and like it's not that the other versions can't handle it, because the other versions are more complicated. So like you would think they wouldn't be, if there were differences, it would be like things were left out in that because it's a DS. And Lego Batman 2 has things left out. Like there's no open world in Lego Batman 2 DS. Because they just didn't have the space for it. The playlist only goes for like an hour or something, so Spotify's gonna start playing music that's not on my playlist. If there's anything that I'm like, I don't want that in there, then I'll skip it or reshuffle the playlist. The song's from, well, it's from Donkey Kong, one of the Donkey Kong games. But this version is from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's like, why did they make such a banger version of this song for Smash Ultimate? Not that Smash Ultimate's a bad game or anything, but like, wouldn't expect them to do something like that. Great. Isn't tied in? Okay, good. Oh my goodness. This one is like also one people use a lot. Just because, I mean, come on. It's so iconic. And I love Mario Galaxy. It's a very good game. I almost said movie, which is also true. I don't know what people had against the Mario Galaxy movie. This jump. I may have to like go up here. It's something I can stand on. I think I'm just out of reach of this rope to use it while still holding on to Richard. So I'm gonna have to let go. Okay, cool. That was not a jump that I like. Anytime that I have to E to grab something, to grab a rope, instead of just using the game. Where's this rope? The rope is like in the wall. And every time I have to use E instead of like grabbing a handhold, I'm like, I don't like that. Yeah, like, excuse me? I don't want to let go of my rope because it's like, you know, I don't want to fall, but where's the end of this rope? I think it's in the mountain. If you just go up. And I'll do it normally. Jeez, I don't know why this rope is giving me such a hassle. I might add more Kingdom Hearts music to this playlist eventually. Hey, Kingdom Hearts. Working Together is a good song. It is a little sad that I know the names of the songs. Because most people would be like, oh, this is the music that plays during the Twilight Town battles at Sora. Some people might not even know that distinction, but yeah, this is when you're fighting nobodies or whatnot. Or doing mini games. Oh, I thought I'd let go. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, if you're doing mini games in Twilight Town or fighting nobodies in Twilight Town, this is a song that plays called Working Together. I know a lot of the Kingdom Hearts 2 soundtrack names. I don't know much about the Kingdom Hearts 3 soundtrack names. Also, Square Enix. When are you going to put the Melody of Memory, Dearly Beloved on Spotify, huh? All the other games' music is on Spotify. Well, most of the other games' music is on Spotify. Where is Melody of Memory from? Or Dearly Beloved from Melody of Memory? That's what I want to know. It's the best version of the song. At least my favorite version. Maybe not the best, but certainly my favorite. Hey, make that jump. There you go. I'm tied in. I'm not tied in. Okay. I specifically remember this song being the battle music for Sora in Twilight Town. I think maybe it's the battle music for Roxas too, but I don't think it is. It's because those damn gambler nobodies. I was trying to get money from them, and I remember just being turned into dice over and over again from this song. So like, that's why I remember it so vividly. Ooh, Crash Bandicoot 3? Or 2? 2. Yeah, 2. It's the what music? By the way, I've never gotten this far in this mountain. This is a new PB. Yeah, we have a good amount of Crash music in this playlist as well. It's because I love Crash Bandicoot music. I love Crash Bandicoot as a game. I actually have a water bottle I got in Australia. That is a Crash Bandicoot water bottle. Oh, I see. It's like, where am I? I'm gonna put down a rope for this jump. This seems like it's a tricky jump. Like, you still can't even see the top of this freaking mountain. And we're 2.5 kilometers, 2.5 kilometers up. That song ends so abruptly. Oh, another Crash song. This is 3. I think this is the 3 menu music? Maybe it was music, but I think menu music. I gotta do this. This is also a very short song. It's almost over. I feel like they could have looped it a couple times. Ooh, this is... I don't know why I keep telling you what the song names are. But this is Maple Treeway, I think. From Mighty Cut Weed. It's another one you hear a lot in music videos just because, again, it's a very good song. And for at least me in my generation, the people at my age, Mighty Cut Weed is so nostalgic. So you're gonna hear a lot of people my age. Okay. I thought I was tied in, but I wasn't sure. People my age will tend to view Mighty Cut Weed in high regard because of the nostalgia. And people also older than me. Like, I imagine my brother is very nostalgic for it as well. He's 2 years older than me. Which I guess at this point in life is about... I would say that's my age. If I met someone who was 2 years older than me, I would not consider them different, like, life experience. Unless they went to college right away. Because I didn't go to college right away. Like, my brother went to college right out of high school. And has actually been in the workforce for a bit. And he's now going back to college, actually. He's getting a law degree. Super cool of him. But I feel like he has a bit of a different experience than me, just because he worked for a few years. I need to let go of the rope. I can't go that far. Yeah, if they took a year or two off of school between high school and college, like I did, then they had the same level of experience in life as I am. And even then, like, it's not hugely different. Like, I did somewhat work in between. Oh yeah, Cumulatown, freaking amazing song. I use it in my videos a lot. Just as my like outro music, because it's just so good. I love it so much. It's probably my favorite track in Black and White. Though another one, actually all of Black and White has amazing music. Got a lot of shot. And I think I have to let go of this. Because the only reason I keep falling is because I am at the end of the rope. But, like, Pokemon Black and White has such, like, a really cool mechanic with the open world where if you interact with specific people in each town, they add their music, their instruments to the music, which is such a cool concept. And they never did it again. I was like, what the hell, Black and White, the Pokemon Company? Why didn't you do this again? This is so cool. But I need to latch on. Okay. Ooh. This is Yoshi's Island, I believe. Or from Yoshi's Island, I don't know what the name of the song is. This is one that I've not played the game it's from, but I really like the music. And I've heard it in other Nintendo things, as well as it's a very common YouTube music video. Used to, like, music you hear in YouTube videos a lot is this one, because it's just so fearful. If I fall now, I'll be devastated, because you can see the time and how long I've spent on this attempt. That is the end of my rope there. I think this is a rope situation. Never mind. I just had a bad jump. And then here, I guess I feel like you can easily get over that rock, I feel like. But ad break is about to begin? Has it really been an hour and a half already? Does that make sense? Maybe I don't need that rope, but... Hold on, guys, I'm gonna get some more ice, because I'm out. I'm not out of my drink, but I'm out of ice. And I need a refill, so. I'm back. This is Green Hill Zone from... Is this Green Hill Zone, right? From Sonic? Such a classic song. I mean, you hear it in pretty much every Sonic portrayal. It's in the Sonic movie. Or a version of it. This is Green Hill Zone, yeah? Yeah, Mega Drive version. Don't know what that means. I've never really played much of the Sonic games. I played a little bit of, what is it, What is the new one? When you get like an open world Sonic game, and it was kind of underwhelming. Like when I heard of the concept, I was like, "Oh, that sounds really cool," but I did not enjoy it that much. Excuse me. Am I roped in? I'm roped in. Yeah. Okay. Oh, is that okay? I'm not roped in? I thought I was roped in. I looked down, I saw a rope. Great. Oh, I'm down here. Okay. Or am I where I thought it was? Yeah, I know where I am at. Okay. Another Sonic, another Crash song. This is Viparoo, I think? Check. Oh, no, this isn't Sonic. It's very similar to Viparoo's music. This is, Electric... Was it? It's, Electric Day Chocobo from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, if I had given it a second, I would have been like, oh no, that's actually the Chocobo theme. I always get this one and the Viparoo song confused, because they're, like I said, very similar. Did I not fall where I thought it was? I don't know. I really like the Chocobo music. I think it's Chocobo Run in remake that I really like, but it's like different per region. It's really good. So this has a lot of like surfer vibes, like Surfing USA, sort of like that style of rock, which is why I really like it. And then it's just like really good, very cheerful. I at some point I will play the original version of Final Fantasy VII. But I mean, just the remakes are so good in the sense that, yeah, I didn't fall as far as I thought I had. In the sense that, like, as someone who hasn't played the original, the remakes are very fun. And I know fans of the original tend to not like the remakes because they're not carbon copies of the original. They're retellings and have different fighting styles and different graphics. People are like, no, like there's a mini game that like emulates the original's graphics and in Rebirth, and people are like, this is what I wanted. I'm like, really? This? Like, it's cool for a mini game, but a whole game of like this graphics would look really weird. Especially since it was going for like a more, not realistic vibe. And Sephiroth is different from what I hear in the remake. Like in the original, he's more like a looming threat that you see the aftermath of his destruction rather than him until the end or something like that. I saw it in a review, that was a negative review of Rebirth, where they're like, oh, this sucks because Sephiroth is too present in this game. I'm like, it's a different game, bro. If you wanted to play the original, play the original. You can't. Like, it's on Steam. That's the thing. Like, maybe it sucks. Like, maybe it, not sucks as in, like, a bad game. But, like, maybe it has bad... Like, like the Bethesda games, like, Oblivion and, Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. Like, those are worth having remakes of because they're so... They, like, crash all the time. Like, I tried to play Fallout 3 with my best friend while he was watching me play it and, like, comment, like, just seeing my experience with it. And I did enjoy it, but it kept crashing. This is another one from Black and White. But yeah, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3 just kept crashing, and I couldn't really get into it before that. This is... I forget the name, like, it starts with a D. Driftville. I was like thinking Dirtville or something like that. I was like, I can't remember the name. I recognize the song immediately. It's the song that plays in the city area, I think. Or is that, no, that's a different song. It's the song that the Toothless meme is dancing, the dancing Toothless meme. It's that song. Like, I recognized it immediately. Like, you'd see what I'm talking about with Pokemon Black and White. They have this song. The Accumulate Town song is really good. What's the name of the city with Bugsy? It's meant to be New York City. Whatever that city is, that has a really good song. I gotta play Black and White again. We'll get to Black and White with the Nuzlocke. Like I said the other day, Noli is out of town, so he can't play Emerald yet to do this whole link. But I cannot wait to get back to Black and White. Black and White is definitely one of my favorite of the Pokemon games. It's the first one that I like actually owned. Did I own it before I owned? I think I actually originally owned Fire Red. Fire Red is the one I played for the first time. I played it on emulator, but I think I owned it before I owned Black and White. But I got Black and White. Also, another amazing Mario Odyssey song. Not Mario Odyssey, Mario Galaxy. Is this Gusty Galaxy or something like that? Gusty Guardian Galaxy, yeah. The other one that played was non-existent. Did I make it up? Oh, it's Super Mario Galaxy is what it's called. Yeah, I mean, that one was just the general. I think the main menu screen music. I think this one you hear a lot in videos as well. Again, like, Mario Galaxy had a lot of good songs. And so did Mario Odyssey. So, like, those games are gonna have a lot of people put them in their videos. It's one you can, and they're just amazing songs. Yeah, I think this one isn't the OST, I think this is a remix of some kind, so if whoever made this remix is like, how freaking dare you put this in your music, in your stream? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to. And that goes for any of the other remixes that are on this playlist. I tried to find the OST, but I couldn't. I tried to find the closest thing to it on Spotify, which isn't always accurate. But trying to find like the version of the song that you're used to on Spotify is so annoying. There's so many times where I'm like, nope, that's not it. That's not quite right. It's slightly different. I want the one that I'm used to listening to. Okay, I'm not tied in. I gotta remember that. Because I keep forgetting that I'm like, I look down and I see this. This is the angle I look at. I see the rope, I'm like, okay, I'm tied in. But not actually. This is another Sonic one. This is a song that I don't recall the name of. Oh, Chemical Plant. Fake fan. I was like, oh, I put songs from games I've actually played. And I have played the original Sonic. It's just been a very long time, and I don't always remember the name of the songs. This is Chemical Plant Act 1, specifically. I'm gonna put it up here. How are you supposed to make that jump? Oh, maybe not. There's a thing up here. Oh, this is where it was, yeah. Right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that jump. Okay, I see. So you can't see where it is. This is the song I was talking about earlier, Windmill Day 1, Windmill Isle Day 1, I think is. Not Day 1, just Daytime. The daytime version of this song. The level it's from. And it's when people are like, oh, you know, everyone hates Sonic Unleashed until they start playing this song. You gotta admit, it's a good song. And also, I enjoyed Sonic Unleashed as a kid. It's been a very long time since I played it, but it was very fun for me. I'm void. So wait, you meant to just like jump up here? I see. I think I have to let go. Oof. Yeah, whenever I hear this song, like, I immediately think of Sonic Unleashed, because I played it as a kid. And it is from that game. Maybe there are other versions of it in other games. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh great. Oh come on. No. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Great. I mean, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. But yeah, it's annoying. Is this one where things fall on you? This also reminds me very much of Costa del Sol from Final Fantasy Rebirth. I don't know what the music just reminds me of that. I know this is from Sonic Unleashed, but like, if I hadn't played Sonic Unleashed and you like, oh, what's the song from? I probably would have guessed Rebirth. Yo, Tails. Since when does Twitch tell you you're returning chatter? How you doing? Hold on. Twitch messed up my chat box, so I can't see what you said. It's just emotes. You know how you? I'm doing good. I am climbing up this very tall mountain. How high are we? Apparently it doesn't show me that one. Oh, I'm really F5, not 5. Yeah, so we're 2.5 kilometers in there. Very good stuff. You know, when I read your name, Tails, I think of Tails from Sonic, even though your full name is Tales of the Past. And that's clearly not referring to Sonic. Is this the Crash Bandicoot 3 Warp music? I think it is. The Warp Room music, I mean to say. Yeah, this is the music that plays in the Warp Room. Latch onto the wall. And of course, the Metal Gear Solid music. Encounter is what the name of this song is, but it's the only song from Metal Gear Solid I recognize, because I have yet to play any of the Metal Gear Solid games, and I know they're very popular. And I like stealth games. Like, I really liked Arkham. My favorite part of Arkham is the stealth. And when I was a kid, I played Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which was like Arkham, but for me as a kid who could not play the Arkham games yet. They're very similar, especially in the noir sections. They're very similar to Arkham. I don't know how similar to Arkham Metal Gear Solid is, but I doubt much, you know. Great. I have to do all that again. Should have roped in. But I was like, oh no, I don't need that rope. and I missed the most basic. They took a name from the Tales of games, and because I do love to learn, that makes sense. Like Tales as in, like story. I do think it's interesting how people get their names. I have a very boring story for how I got my name on Twitch. It's literally just I stole in the Peanut Butter Gamers videos. He had a series of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. We did a Nuzlocke, and in that Nuzlocke he called himself Peebins with a P. And so I was like, oh, Peebins. Well, my name starts with a J, so I'm gonna call myself Jeebins. That's how I got my name. It's very boring. And then Phoebins came around because when I needed like a last name for a game, because before I was on Twitch, I would call my video game characters Jeebins. But then there was a game that I needed a last name, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna put my actual last name behind Jeebins. So I was like, well, what's a good last name for Jeebins? And I came up with Phoebins. This sounds like a Kingdom Hearts song, but I don't think it is. What is this? Hold on, I need to look. Oh, this is from Mario and Luigi. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. It's the final boss thing. I've really been wanting to replay that game. I played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga as a kid. I don't think I ever beat Final Balletta, or however they call it, whatever their name was. I never actually beat that game, but I did get to the final boss, and then I just couldn't beat the final boss and gave up. But I would love to play the game again. I know they remastered it on 3DS, but because that's 3DS, I can't stream it. If it was the DS, it would have been fine. If they did it on the DS, I would have been happy. I guess I could find a ROM of the original and stream it using the same emulator I used to stream Pokemon, but I'd have to actually go and find that and not get a virus. I was so very rarely actually download ROMs because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna download some virus with it. But that's a really good game. At least from my memory of it as a kid. I played it a lot as a child. Except I just never beat it. I was like, I got to the final boss and I was like, I can't beat it. Seems like a tall peak. Welcome in, Nipple Nick. Amazing name. And yeah, it is a pretty tall peak. I think I can still see the bottom, so I'm not nearly as high as I need to be. Cackletta, Love Superstar Saga? Yeah, this is good. This is an amazing game. It like Cackletta evolved, like combined with Bowser, and that's what they're called, Balletta, which is different than Bowsetta. Is that the name of that, like the fan character that is in a lot of artwork? Different character entirely. I guess that's a bit of a spoiler. But for a game that is probably at least 20 years old. If I had to guess. Why are you doing this to me, Twitch? not read your message? Hold on. I guess it's more OBS. Yes, okay. Yeah. Ballad, I think that's the spelling anyway. Yeah. Or is it just Bowsette, which is the name of the fan character? I think it's Bowsette. Which is like a Peach and Bowser combined or something like that. I don't know. I know that it was like it wasn't meant to be as sexual as the fan art gets, but it just ended up being quite sexualized. This is a Pokemon song, but I think this is a remix. I hear it in not music videos. I hear it in Pokemon videos a lot, so I think it's fine to use. Ah, no. I think I made that exact same mistake last time, too. I got distracted by my own bot message. That's seeing it for you, yeah. That is accurate. Unfortunately, yes. If this is... Oh, I think the Desire for All That Is Lost is from Kingdom Hearts 2. I think that's the name of the song. It's a very good song. There's a lot of amazing songs in Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, I'm pretty sure almost all of the Kingdom Hearts songs on this playlist come from Kingdom Hearts 2. If Rowdy Rumble isn't on there, I had to add it, because that's a really good one too. I think Tension Rising is also on there. The series, never really got into Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is a really good series. If you ever get a chance to play the games, I definitely would recommend them. They're probably my favorite games ever. So I'm definitely biased. I played them a lot as a kid, and I am very excited for 4 to come out. Eventually. I think there's apparently going to be news. People believe there's going to be news for 4 at D23? D3? What is it called? The Disney Games Expo thing. Whatever the next one, whatever it's called. For some reason I'm like, D23? That sounds wrong. I think it's just D3. Hold on, I gotta look it up now, because I can't. D23. That's what it's called. So I was right. This is on the 15th, which apparently a lot of people think there's gonna be a trailer or something. Then it's not Disney, I guess. So maybe it is Disney. I don't know. I don't know these things. I just know D23 is often people expect Kingdom Hearts from them, because that's when we first got the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. Was at D23, I believe. I could be wrong. Ooh, Cuphead. Cuphead's a good song. Cuphead is... I have the song that basically tells you to touch grass as my BRB screen music. It's basically just like, oh, well, you should take a break. And so I'm like, oh, I'm be right back. And that's why I use that as my BRB screen. But I don't always use it. Sometimes I mute it to be whatever the music in-game is. Puddles slime. Peak de Yore. I am trying to peak de Yore. I appreciate it. Hold on. I tried to play them when I was younger, but I think I need to try to give them another go and maybe not so impatient gaming controls. Yeah, I have a friend who like hates Kingdom Hearts. I think he's full of shit. Yeah, if you're listening to Ethan, I'm calling you out. He really, allegedly he tried to play them and just didn't like them. I don't know which game he played. If it was one, especially the PS2 version of the game. Are you kidding me? I keep messing up that jump. Oh well. Wait, choose nuke. What? Or did I miss something? I think I missed something. Oh yeah. I see. I didn't miss anything. Okay. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1's controls, as much as people say it isn't, is pretty clutchy. Clunky. So I can definitely understand not really enjoying Kingdom Hearts 1 off the bat without any sort of nostalgia linked to it. I think once you get used to the controls, it's a lot more enjoyable, especially once you unlock guard and dodge roll. But it's definitely difficult to get into, I suppose. Again, I don't know. I never had that experience because when I first played the games, my brother owned the game. And I was quite young. And so I would play on his profile, and then, like, I couldn't read. So that's how young I'm talking. Like, I couldn't really read. So I would play on his file. And then when I learned how to read, I played my own file. And so I kind of knew what to do in terms of gameplay anyway. I think I was impatient. Always wanted action back then. Now you want lore. If you want lore, there's so much lore in Kingdom Hearts. To the point where people are like, come on guys, we gotta have less lore. This is too confusing. Is this... What song is this? This song... Maybe it's... Maybe? I don't know. It reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, but I think I added it because it reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. I don't think it's a Kingdom Hearts song. I gotta look now. I need to know what song this is. Oh, this is Watery Graves from Plants vs. Zombies. It always reminds me of the... I don't know the name of the song, but there's a song that often plays in conversations in Rechain of Memories that the song reminds me of. The beginning, anyway. But yeah, the story in Kingdom Hearts is very good. Top notch. It doesn't make a lick of sense to anyone who hasn't played the games. If you try to explain the story of Kingdom Hearts to someone, it makes no sense. But that's just because there's like 18 games. Like, if you try to explain the entire storyline of Legend of Zelda, right? It would sound like an insane person's ramblings. I think that's why people get the misconception that Kingdom Hearts is confusing. It's just that it's so much information because there's so many games. This is a Kirby song. I never played actually, that's a lie. I was gonna say I never played any Kirby games. I played one of the Kirby games at a friend's house when I was a kid. I never actually owned any. Did I literally? I keep making the same fucking mistake. Okay. This is lacking context. Yeah, like if you try to explain everything that happens, it's gonna sound insane because you're like, oh yeah, well this guy is actually this other guy, and that guy is like this old dude who is a million years old, but he's not actually a million years. Like it's insane. It sounds like you're like sprouting out of the prison. And then also the community has some really dumb jokes based on the confusing lore, or not confusing, convoluted lore, where they're like, everyone is Sora, which is a very, very it's a over exaggeration of something that is not actually true. There's just people who are connected to Sora, and they're like, oh, but that actually is Sora, and like that's not actually the case. And even me trying to make that distinction makes absolutely zero sense if you don't know what I'm talking about. Ooh, Mario World music. Super Mario World? I played it on the Game Boy. I don't know if there were other versions of the game. I don't think there were. This is the music that plays in castles. I don't know the name of it, but that's what it is. And I was always like, why can't you bring Yoshi in the castle? Why is Yoshi always left to Mario World Advanced too? What's your height, PB? I'm near it. It's like 2.6 kilometers probably. There's a rope over there. I don't know where that rope is. Oh my goodness. Why? It's not much further up there, is my PB. Definitely this stream I got the furthest I've ever gotten. I freaking climb. And not make the same mistakes over and over again. While I ramble on about the lore of Kingdom Hearts. Still ways to go there. Oh yeah, I got a lot of ways to go. I know that much. This is Crash Bandicoot 1? Oh, maybe it's Insane Trilogy. It's music. Very good song. Another Kingdom Hearts song. This is Traverse Town. Very like very nice music. I put this in because I was like trying to think of good background music. And I was like, Traverse Town. There's a lot of people who grew up on Kingdom Hearts that was like, I mentally live in Traverse Town. I know the way around Traverse Town better than my own hometown. I keep making the same mistake. I gotta take it slower. All this peak requires good patience. Eventually you'll make it. Yeah. That's why I decided to stream it. I've done this. This is the first time I've streamed Peaks of Yore. Normally I play it on my off time. But I was just like, you know what? I just end up like climbing up a bit, falling, and then just stopping for the day. So I'm gonna stream it. And hopefully I'll like this, like I said, like this is the farthest side. Not this place where I am now. Clearly, I gotten a little bit higher, but the highest point I made this stream was the highest I've ever made. Also, Coconut Mall, classic song. Can't get worse than getting over it. Yeah, getting over it is annoying because the mechanics suck. This is just difficult. Like it makes whenever I fail, I'm like, yeah, I made that mistake. I did that wrong. It doesn't feel like it's unfair in its mechanics. Whereas getting over it is annoying because its mechanics suck. At least on like that thing, it's actually fun. Yeah, like, that's what I'm getting at. Is like I've never been getting over it just because the mechanics suck. If it was all about just like if the mechanics were well designed and it was just if you fall you have a long way to go, I'd be fine with it. It's just so inconsistent. You'll do the same thing 5 times and get a completely different result. Whereas this is like, you actually have to know how to play the game. Getting over it is made to piss you off. This is just damn hard climbing game. Hold on, just damn hard climbing game. If it was trying to piss you off, stuff like ropes, chalk, etc. would not exist. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was getting at, is this is not a rage game. This is a difficult game, but it's not a rage game. And the normal peaks, apart from this, are pretty easy. Not pretty easy, but like, in comparison, really easy. This is like the final boss. You know, not even the final boss. Like, if you're comparing it to, like, Kingdom Hearts has, you fight Sephiroth as like a super boss. He's really difficult. This is the Sephiroth of Peaks of Yore, if you understand what I'm getting at. Like, it's maybe not the final boss, it technically is, I guess, but it is designed to be very difficult and really master the mechanics fully. Versus, like I said, Solemn Tempest is the second hardest peak. Eldritch Wall and the DLC being the hardest, in my opinion. I haven't gotten to the DLC yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, falling at the top of the peak you spent hours climbing is fucking annoying, but yeah. That's what, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, it also, like, some of the base game peaks before this, like, if you fall at the top, it will take you maybe half an hour to get to the top. This one, literally, I've been climbing for 2 hours. kidding me? As well as when you fall, you gotta like know what you can do. Because there I couldn't do anything after until I got to this ice wall. If you freak out, you might miss your ways of holding on. Also, visuals so nicer. Green as a color actually exists. Yes. This 13th Dilemma or 13th Struggle, I can never remember. They're very similar songs. Yeah, like the mountain looks very good. Especially in other levels where like the color is more like right now we just see a lot of blues and whites. Because we're at the top of a snowy not the top, but halfway up a snowy mountain. Yeah, in most areas at least, yeah. Oh. When you start to free cam around, Solemn Tempest kind of feels apart, but when on route, it looks relatively good. The few that look a bit subpar here and there. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. This might, I can't remember the name of the song. It's either 13th Dilemma or 13th Struggle. They're both very similar songs, which is why they're named very similar. They're both Organization 13 battle themes, I believe. Again, if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2, you have no clue what I'm talking about. I think it's Dilemma. I don't think I put Struggle on here. Hold on. Don't anything. Oh, hold on. I can't blame Andos though. Solemn Tempest is already unoptimized as fuck, let alone adding anything else to it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think this is... Maybe it is Struggle? I can't remember. This is definitely the music that plays when you're fighting Syax. I can almost hear his dialogue lines as I am listening to the music. Ooh, this is another one from Black and White. That's really good. I keep forgetting what I added to this playlist. Like, this is... all the music that is played this stream is... Like, I made the playlist for it. I can't always remember what songs I added to it. But... Whenever I hear a song like this, I'm like, oh man. I'm so smart for adding this, because it's such a good song. This is... I forget the name of this city. This is the city I was talking about with Bugsy's gym. Oh, okay. Let me look it up. Dude, this project is held together by a copious amount of duct tape and cheap Blue from the dev Vandos. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised the game runs as well as it does, given what it is. That may not have been worth it, but the 142 lines of code are just for the crampon force alone. Yeah, so stuff like that, it's pretty good. I agree. Oh, my card music. Yep. The Mario Kart Wii's menu theme. So sad I can't make that jump. Okay. I missed the rope. And I'm back here again. I didn't like the pickaxes when I first started using them because they're bound to 1 and 2, which I think is a weird control to put them on. But I've gotten used to it. Ooh. That one I feel like they could have looped as well. Oh, Dusty Islands. That's the name of the song. The music that plays in Destiny Islands in Kingdom Hearts 1. Well, actually, I don't know if this is Kingdom Hearts 1's version. It might be Rechain Memories version, which is a slower version. But it could also just be in a cutscene. Is this the lo-fi version? The lo-fi version I don't like because it adds in dialogue from the games, and I'm like that. It throws me out of it. I don't like it. I don't think this is the lo-fi version. I think this is the either Rechain of Memories version or a slower version from Kingdom Hearts 1. Super Mario Sunshine Secret Levels music is very good. I like it. I like the acapella feeling to it. I don't think it's actually acapella, but it feels like acapella, if that makes sense. This also, I think, is a remix. So. We got an ad break in a minute. Is it been? I swear, like it. An hour goes by and I'm like, oh, it's another ad break time. That's crazy. This game is just so addictive. It gives a similar itch to Dark Souls. I'm not gonna say it's the Dark Souls of climbing games. I'm not gonna go that far, but it gives. It's like the drive to do better is same as Dark Souls in my opinion. Didn't we already listen to this song? Not that I'm complaining. I might have accidentally put it on here twice. This is his 4, maybe? Oh, this is Cortex Strikes Back. Is that on here twice? The Crash Bandicoot theme, Cortex Strikes Back, Warp Room. Is Offbeat not... Offbeat was taken down? Oh, damn it. Offbeat's so good. But no, this hasn't been played. And I don't have Referee's song on here. I thought I added it. Offbeat is a song from Crash 4, which is probably my favorite track in the entire game. This is Lazy Afternoons from Kimetsu. Very good song. Like I said, most of the Kingdom Hearts songs that are on here are from 2. Because Kingdom Hearts 2 has such a good collection of songs. I mean, it's the only game in the series that I actually know the names of the songs, for the most part. I mean, I know some of the names of the songs from Kingdom Hearts 1. I know some of the names of the songs from Kingdom Hearts 3. But the ones I know from 3 are mainly just remixes of the songs from 1 and 2. Like Tension Rising in 3. It's Tension Rising was originally in 2. And they like made a new version of the song for 3. Like that one I know the name of just because I know the name from 2. A lot of the new songs in 3 I don't know the name of. Yeah. As you can see, sometimes this game is a little weird. Like, getting up that far, I feel like I definitely cheesed it by just spamming Control, Jump, and swinging my arms, flailing up the mountain. No! I don't want to... Okay, I should not have been able to save that. Oh, Tiny Tiger is in here. Tiny Tiger is, but not Ripperoo. Tiny is. Right. Right. Oh, okay. I'm out of. This is the last song in the playlist. I was like, the next song up is Dingo Dial. I'm like, I didn't have Dingo Dial. But I will be right back. I do have to pee again. I guess I will leave the music playing actually, so you guys can listen to it while I'm at the BRB screen. I'm back. Hold on, I gotta add. So yeah, after this is like Spotify does this thing where they'll just give you songs they believe you want to hear. After your playlist is over, I only have like an hour and a half worth of songs in my playlist. I need to add a few more. So, hold on, I'm gonna pause it. Pause music. We're going to add a few Kingdom Hearts songs. So, I'm gonna take a quick break from Peaks of Yore to add Kingdom Hearts music to my playlist. Wait, how's that different than Ready Rambo? Oh, I see. Yeah, I've done both. Why not? Hold on. Yeah, this one. Also, I can check which one the other one was. Was it? It was the 13th Dilemma. I don't know what the difference between 13th Dilemma and 13th Struggle is. They are two different songs, but they are very similar. And as in, like, I don't know which one where it puts each of those two songs in the game. That's not just from two different games. No. There's also the 13th Reflection, which I think is from the Absent Silhouettes, because I immediately heard in my brain, you guys can't hear it, but I immediately heard um the dude with the book. That's helpful, I'm sure. Maybe the 13th struggle is from a different game because I'm not seeing it here in this soundtrack. Anyway. We'll also add The Other Promise, which is Roxas' name, such a good song. Wait, Sacred Moon? Oh, okay. I don't know all the names. I'm looking at some of these names, I'm like, what is that? And I listen to it, I'm like, oh, I know that song. I know them better by where they are versus what they're called. We'll add this song. So I don't have that many songs that I'm actually pulling from. I'm gonna get a different Kingdom Hearts soundtrack. Let's go with this Kingdom Hearts one. Oh, this is an OST, is it? Hold on. This is what I want. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna reshuffle the video game playlist music, and then I'll also loop it. So the songs that you hear I've played before is just gonna loop the playlist, which shouldn't be too bad because like it's an hour and a half, over an hour and a half, because I added a couple songs. So if you are here long enough to hear a loop, I am sorry that I have not beaten this by then, or fallen into my death and given up for the night. I'm almost out of my lemonade. That's what I've been drinking. I had a Mike's Harder lemonade from the store, which I had the hard cherry one, the black cherry one. I don't like it as much as the normal one, I think. I gotta try the mango one. There's a mango one I saw, but I didn't want to get it. But I got the normal one because before I went to the store and the basic lemonade flavor they didn't have. But the one when I went to the store today, they did have it. So it was a different thing that caught my eye, and then I saw the lemonades. I'm like, oh, maybe I can try that. It tastes about the same as the normal one. It's just harder. Okay, let's see. Right, we've been up here. We've seen this before. And that's why we have a rope. How long is this? I think I just added this one. Oh, I didn't add the music. I was like, oh, yeah, this one is his eyeball. This last. Ew. Did I add that in there? Oh, I did. Yeah, we'll add. Well, I'm gonna move up one of the songs that I added because I really like it. Where is it? Is it here? Sometimes when the playlist is long, it doesn't show in the queue. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Rowdy Rumble I'm adding next. Okay. I see. Nope. Yeah, this is Rowdy Rumble. This is one of my favorite songs. This is the piano version that I heard once. I think it's a cover. That was really good. But maybe I should just do the normal way. The way I'm trying is not working. A little right of where I wanted to go. If you're curious as to where in the game Rowdy Rumble plays in Kingdom Hearts 1, or not in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's not in Kingdom Hearts 1. That's where. Nowhere. Kingdom Hearts 2 is mainly when you're fighting Heartless. It's like kind of a generic Heartless combat song, usually in forced encounters. I kind of want to do another playthrough of each of the Kingdom Hearts games. I gotta finish Kingdom Hearts 3 Pro Codes. I've been kind of stalling on that mainly because I hit a wall last time I played. I didn't really want to do it again, but it's been a while. Okay, what I'm trying to do is not the way. That's better. I think this might be a PB at this point. This feels like where I was. I gotta add, you know, I'll do it while I'm thinking of it. I'm gonna look it up, the song. I'm gonna add some Stardew Valley music. I actually own the Stardew Valley soundtrack. I don't even know if that means, like, Concerned Ape is fine with you playing the music on stream, but I will be doing it anyway. Because why else would I pay him, like, $5? Here it is. And I'll add it to be the next one. Add to queue. So if it's somewhere in there, it's fine. And then it's, I think, summer. I think it's this one I like. I know I like this one. Okay, so I added a few Stardew songs. I'm actually gonna reshuffle the playlist. Okay. Got it. I feel like I'm a little off, like, my angle's weird. And then I got distracted and fell. Why you don't pay attention to your... where the hell am I? Don't pay attention to your camera while you're moving in the game. Why would you go on this ice? What is this? I'm confused. Is this just like a way to save yourself? It's like I'm looking for like a way forward from here, and I think it's just to save yourself. Because then you can go back that way, yeah. I think it's a way so you don't fall all the way down to the bottom. Oh, come on, I didn't hit myself there. And I'm here. Great. Nope. All out of lemonade. So I'll probably get water here in a bit, but I'm going over there to get whatever rope that is that I left over there. That's clearly not helpful. Oh, is that the jumps that I was like struggling on? They, do you not actually have to do that? Well, no, no, no. Okay. Hmm. Oh, I see. I thought the ice wall I was holding on to, I thought it was a different ice wall. And now I can't seem to get the fuck back on the... Yeah. I'm dead, I think. I think this is all over. I think it's a good run, but I think I literally am gonna fall back to the beginning. Yeah. Because I wanted the damn rope. Whatever. I mean, we made progress. We got further than I've ever been before. But I think we gotta call it there. It's just I can't get any further than that. I can't go all the way back up this stream. So we're gonna have to we're gonna try this again. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe sometime in the future. I think I'm gonna stream it when I do try to do this. Because otherwise I'm just gonna play for like half an hour, fall, and then immediately give up. But that was a good run. I mean, we made it pretty far. But we do not have time to remake that progress and get further than that. So I'm gonna call it a night, I think. We're gonna find someone to raid. Let's see who's live. Killer Draco's who I've been lurking on, but Lynx is live. I raid her a lot. Looking at the other people live, I think I'll raid Lynx. It's not a whole lot of other people I would hang out with afterwards. And I like to hang out with whatever streamer I raid when I can. So, thanks for the stream. Thanks for sticking around, Tails. I appreciate it. Here is the raid command. I don't know what that noise that was. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Check out the main Twitch channel and the main channel. Stevens on both YouTube and Twitch. And I will see you guys next time.